Look at my hair. Ah. Okay. Yeah, fun fact. When I was like younger or whatever, right? People would like try to guess what I was because of my hair, right? And then it would be like, what are you? And I'll be like, I'm black and Puerto Rican. And then they would be like, I knew you was mixed with something with the way that hair is. And I just used to sit there like, yeah, I've heard this my entire life. I know it ain't another bitch in my business. Dirt neck, ugly. Mind your, I don't know, business. But yeah, anyways, y'all, today we're gonna talk about America and the government. The fuck? But we're gonna talk about drugs because, I don't know, I just want you guys to see kind of how much these people are liars, but I also do want to spread history and information. So here I am, okay? Now, I just want people to know that America is like the #1 country with like drugs on drugs on drugs. And I mean, what I really mean to say is America is like the #1 country that makes so much money off of drugs. And not even just like the drugs like crack, cocaine, weed, ecstasy, meth, shrooms, caffeine. Okay, you know, not even like those type of drugs, but also to the pharmaceutical drugs. So, you know, Ozempic, for example, right? That's the diabetes medicine that people think, celebrities think they should be taking. But even things like Ozempic, antidepressants, I'm trying to think what else. But even pills that they give you when you're sick or when you go to the hospital, like all of that is drugs. And these people make so much money off of it, like billions to trillions of dollars, more so on the trillion side. Because these people want you to stay sick, right? So that you stay sick. Not only are you funding their drugs when you stay sick, but you're also funding insurance companies when you stay sick, right? So they want us to be sick, you know, whatever. Call the insurance company, call the doctor, go to the doctor, put it through the insurance, da-da-da, boom, insurance making money, da-da-da. Now you got money out of your pocket once again. You know, that video I was saying, now you got money out your pocket once again, and they'll make an extra $30, $40 off of you for a copay. Weird flex, but okay. And then after that, they want you to see the doctor. The doctor's gonna prescribe you something. They're gonna, first of all, they're gonna sign it off with some bullshit ass sign. This could be for my little baby sister. You know, like a kid could have wrote this for me on the street. But somehow, because it's your signature, it's acceptable. Anyways, but they're going to sign that little stupid ass line signature. You're going to go to the pharmacy, pick up drugs. And I don't know if y'all ever been to the pharmacy and really look all up in there, because I do. Yeah, I be all up in that shit. I be like, what medication is that? I'm about to Google that later, yup. Okay, what's over here? But, you know, like, if you really do look, though, next time y'all go to, like, CVS, Walgreens, or you're picking up, like, a medication or whatever, look. You will see bottles on bottles on bottles on bottles. On bottles on bottles. On bottles. Times 10. I'm like, jeez, all the medicine and drugs y'all got in here, y'all damn near could have found the cure for whatever the fuck is even that medicine for. You know, like, but if you really look, or you just take the time to just scope it out, you will see how much drugs is in there. It's a lot. So now you're going to the pharmacy, you're picking up your drug, whether the insurance pays for it, and then sometimes even, I remember my mama would go to pick it up, and then we would still have to pay an extra $1 or $2. Thankful that we had the extra $1 or $2, but still, an extra $1 or $2, and you're a $1 billion insurance company? And my parents get money taken out every week or every 2 weeks for their check? Thankful I could afford it, hey. Or my mama could. But yes, y'all, they're making money off of us being sick. So, And then what happens is that those drugs, more so the pharmaceutical ones that are man-made and they're chemicals, they're made in the lab, those are not really, you know, substantial to help you really get better or with whatever sickness that you're doing. That's why me personally, I'm on the herb train 100%, and I try to be all natural as much as I can be, you know, because these people will really continue feeding you pills and pills and pills and needles and needles and needles. Whole time there's a whole flower herb that you could have got off of Amazon or at a I think it's called apothecaries. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that you could have went to like somebody else's store and bought the herb, you know, like. And they're not telling you that. Next thing you know, you're on this pill for years and years and years when you could have just been drinking this herb, and the herb would have got you better maybe within a year or so. You know, everybody's different. It takes time. But, you know, like, for example, they wanted me to go on birth control because my periods were irregular. Whole time, my periods were irregular because I was not here on Earth. Okay, y'all already know. I was severely depressed. I had trauma. Of course, my period wasn't really gonna be regular. You know, my hormones and shit was just really, really messed up. I was under a lot of stress, right? But they just kept telling me, birth control, birth control, birth control, birth control, birth control. And I was like, no. The fuck? I took my time, went online, researched herbs, and now I drink herbs that brought my period back and help for me now to really know my body, know where I'm at. You know, birth control, you can't really do that too much. Like, you know where you're at in your cycle, but like to really know where you're at, where your body is naturally on your own is different, you know? So yeah, now I even know where my cycle's at. I know, you know, but that's things that they don't tell you, you know. They don't tell you, like, if you have cancer, you could go eat this fruit, you could go take this herb, you can cleanse, you can try to detox, you know, all different type of things that you could do that won't involve taking a pill and stuff. And even though a pill is like the fastest and easiest sometimes, at the same time, sometimes it's not the best, though. So, yeah, that's one way that America is making so much money off of drugs. Think about your grandparents and parents and even friends and family and maybe you. Think about how much prescriptions and stuff that was in medicine cabinets growing up. And, you know, like, they really just be out here making money. Even off of chemotherapy, they make money, you know. Off of C-sections, they make money. Inducing, they make money. Pitocin, they make money. If you are pregnant watching this, please be careful. Do your research. And yeah. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. But yes, they make money off of doing things like that. Inducing you to give birth, they're making money. Because when they induce you to give birth, that shit's going to fucking hurt. Now, you're crying out for an epidural. Now you get the epidural, but guess what? I just found out that with the epidural, you don't feel the pain, but that baby do. So now the baby's stressed out. Boom, now you got an emergency C-section. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful with this shit, with this country sometimes, and the government and stuff, because they really will just want you for your money. They see us as money signs, right? Okay, so now into the hardcore drugs, which is like a little bit more like fun and stuff. So yeah, Mexico, for example, like Trump always says, build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. People don't want immigrants in here. People say, or they say like Mexicans are thugs. They're just going to bring drugs here. They're just going to do this. They're going to do that, blah, 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 blah. Newsflash. America, you're paying Mexico for their drugs. Newsflash, okay? Mexico is so dangerous, right? Because of their drugs, because of the cocaine, because there's so much killing and violence, right? But then you think to yourself, well, why is there so much like killing and violence and stuff and the government doesn't do nothing, right? The government, these people that basically do the violence and the people that are like in the gangs and stuff, they're on Mexico's government's payroll. But guess who's giving Mexico the money? America. America, because, you know, cocaine is cocaine. You know, you sniff it, you snort it, you do whatever you gotta do. Put it in your gums, whatever the fuck people be doing on cocaine. So, but not only is cocaine, like, powdered, or it can be crack, which they put into our neighborhoods. Yes, very much so. Let's see, I'm gonna say it again. How can we trust a government that was never here for us? Okay, a government that put drugs into our community so that we will decline, so that we will be hooked on those drugs and only be worried about those drugs catching on. I hope you are, okay? But yeah, not only is it like cocaine and crack, which also too, y'all want to put us more in jail over some crack that was mixed with, I believe, baking soda most of the time, right? Maybe, I don't know. But y'all trying to put us in jail for more time. Whole time baking soda is not even illegal. So what? You're mad because these people found some way to what's it called, elongate their product and keep selling and making a lot of money. You're mad because you got finessed. Anyway, so yeah. But cocaine is also used for so many other drugs. Morphine, I believe opioids, anything that really has to do with pain. Sometimes, most of the time, cocaine is in there. And sometimes it's not even like what we normally think, the powder, but it's just so much of cocaine's genetic makeup. Most of the time, morphine, opioids, things that help with pain, everything like that, is made from the structure of like cocaine, the DNA like structure. You know, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of the same, you know? So yeah, that's crazy that they continue trying to say, oh, we don't want immigrants. Oh, Mexicans, you're not welcome. Oh, y'all are thieves. Y'all are this, y'all are that. Whole time, y'all are literally funding them to do this for you because you're making so much money off of it. Not only are you making so much money off of it with your morphine and your opioids, but and not only did you make so much money off of it trying to figure out a way to make money off of crack by putting us in jail, you also made money off of that, right? Yeah, and you also made money off of people ODing, dying off of it. Yeah. So, but not only did they do that, but they also are literally funding Mexico. How can you say that you want to build a wall, a border, when you need these people? And these people don't really need you because, mind you, like, they're their own country and everything, you know? But you bring the big money. So, okay. Now, also too with cocaine, you also have to understand that the reason, or like the government and stuff, they're so adamant on having cocaine because so many higher ups and elites, that's the drug that they do. Okay, they be snorting cocaine. You already know this though. Hollywood, even rappers, celebrities, like they're not scared to say like, oh, they do cocaine. We know about Joe Biden's son or whatever had cocaine at the White House. Yeah, these people be doing cocaine. They be snorting that shit. Bags on bags on bags. So, of course, you're going to fund a whole country that, like, it literally comes out of, and, like, you know. But I also think, doesn't cocaine come out of, like, another country? I don't remember which one. I don't want to be wrong. But, yeah, for the most part, Mexico. So, yeah. So because the elites and stuff also do cocaine, that's kind of like their party drug. And then once again, you can also do other things with cocaine. Like I said, of course, they're going to pay money for it. The celebs are paying money for it. So, yeah. And then, of course, with weed, y'all, oh, my gosh. Weed is a herb, okay? These people have lied to us about weed. Weed is a plant. How the fuck did you demonize something that grew out of the ground? And then somebody decided to pick it up and smoke it. Just like they do with damn near every other plant that grows out of the ground. Sometimes. Some plants can be smoked, some can't. But yeah. If you guys actually did not know, there's nothing wrong with weed, okay? There's nothing wrong with weed. I know our parents and stuff are like, oh, weed makes you lazy. You know, you could go to jail for weed. You know, kind of like I feel like weed has just been demonized for so long. But did you guys know that weed and shrooms and stuff is actually, or was at one point, fine, cool, legal, or not even legal, but you know, people was doing it. It was fine, it was cool, nobody was tripping, okay? what happened was with weed and shrooms. If you guys don't know what shrooms is, it's shrooms. It's like LSD, acid. It makes you hallucinate. It helps with your mental health. Like it's another plant that's used for, you know, spiritually, I guess. Yeah. So, but yes, if you guys don't know, part of what weed helps to do with some people, depending how you use it, because of course with any drug, anything, even like caffeine and stuff, it can be abused, okay? But yes, for the most part, weed helps to open up your third eye. You know, that's why some people, they will smoke or they will do weed because it helps them calm down. It helps, you know, get your thoughts a little bit more connected. It helps make sense out of some things that you might be having some trouble with. You know, it might help with appetite, helps with pain, right? So back in the day, black people, for the most part, we were smoking weed, okay? But we would smoke weed and live a great life. Like, you know, we would smoke weed, kind of like how it is used now. We would smoke the weed. They would make jazz music. They would make art. They would socialize. They would connect. They would just have fun. They would be chilling, you know? And then all of a sudden, when these white people saw that black people was having a cool, fun time with weed, okay? Something, like I said, that literally grows out of the dirt, okay? That's when the government was like, oh, you know what? Let's make this illegal. And on top of making this illegal, let's spread lies about it. So they spread lies and they said that weed made white women want to like fuck black men, or weed made black men like make them violent. And basically they spread all of these lies and propaganda. And that is how we got criminalized or demonized and illegal. Same with shrooms. Shrooms help for you to open your mind up. It helps for you to connect deeper with yourself, with the universe, you know, with other people as well. It helps for you. Same thing. Open your third eye. It helps for you to, if you've been having a problem or you don't really know where you're going, you need clarity. It helps with that, you know. Shrooms and marijuana or weed has so many spiritual qualities or spiritual like things to it that the government does not want you intaking it, because if you intake it, okay, you will be smarter, you will be better, your life will be changed, okay? Even if you only do shrooms one time, your life will still be changed. You'll see things, it'll be fun. Same thing with weed. Now I know a lot of people though have like panic attacks and stuff on it or like with it, but you know, if you're for the most part pretty calm, or like even if you do have anxiety and stuff, most of the time when you smoke weed, it's bringing all of that to your eyes. So you might be I mean, I don't want to speak on that though, because everybody's different though, so I'm gonna just be quiet. But you know, for the most part, weed is the same thing. It helps for you to bring things to the front of your mind. So it's like, oh, you cannot hide from yourself no more, bitch. This is right here. Do you remember this? You know? And then shrooms kind of do the same thing, but without like the high, I guess, you know. But yeah, shrooms do the same thing. Remember this? Do you remember that? Oh my gosh, I feel so much love. Oh my gosh, I feel so free. Oh my gosh, you know, you start asking questions on these substances and drugs, and you start finding out truths and stuff. And so yeah, cocaine, I don't know. Never did it, like I said. So I don't know if cocaine has like spiritual shit to it either. But yeah, for the most part, weed is like illegal and like demonized because black people are using it, and it's a black people drug, or used to be. Mostly black people were smoking it. So yeah, the more that you know. Because I remember, like, you know, when you grow up and stuff, like I said, you always hear how weed is bad, LSD is bad. Oh, don't take them drugs, you're gonna hallucinate, you're gonna see this, you're gonna see that, blah blah blah. But yeah, most of the time it's just lies. And it's just the government wanting to push a program and a story on us that makes us be like programmed and believe like, oh my gosh, weed is bad. Oh my gosh, shrooms is bad. And then the things that they have no problem with, cocaine and their pharmaceutical drugs that actually have way more side effects than weed or shrooms or like other things could ever have. But hey, I just wanted to spread that information. Like I always say, fuck the government. So bitch, fuck you. You don't gotta change nothing. But I just wanted to share it just you know, it's important to have knowledge, like, because for a while I thought that, like, about weed or shrooms. I was like, oh my gosh, I would never do that. Like, fast forward to now, and I did it. No regrets. What? Them shits helped me so much. And then when I found out that literally the only thing that was, like, bad about weed was that black people smoking it, I was like, oh, bitch, please, ho, you can't tell me shit. But yeah, anyways, as always, like, yeah, do your research. That's what I did. Anytime before I'm doing something, I always do my research. So yeah, but if you do your research, of course, like any drug that you take, even down to the smallest thing, sugar, caffeine, you know, they all say those are drugs too. So just be careful, research it, whatever you decide to intake. Or, you know, also too, don't listen to everything just because people who are older than us or people who are in, like, roles of power or whatever said it, because a lot of the times it's a lie. No, yeah, you know, and it's not even far-fetched, because even when black people or black men was going like in jail over weed, I know y'all remember they was getting way longer sentences than regular white people with cocaine, or who was like distributing and selling cocaine, or even distributing and selling opioids and shit. If that does not tell you everything you need to know, you're locking us up for longer sentences over, once again, a plant that grows literally. I don't know, but to each his own. And I love you guys, and yeah, I just want to share that with y'all. Please continue enjoying the summer. I believe we have like a month and a half, so enjoy it. Fall is coming, the best time of the year. Yup, Libra season. Yup. So yeah, I love you guys. Have fun, and please continue putting yourself first and enjoying and finding joy in every day of your life. Okay, love y'all.